Today we're going to learn how to make endangered wild cats 3 different ways. For the first part, you will need a piece of paper, a pencil, and possibly an eraser. First, fold the paper in half, making a nice crease, matching up your corners, and then fold again, doing the same, making another nice crease. When you open it up, you should have 4 separate sections, and we're going to be doing this first cat horizontally. So now that you have your paper laying horizontally, you're going to take your pencil and you're going to just practice making a circle, equally making it in all 4 of the sections. Then you're going to draw a light pencil line, and a sketch line is always light, so that way if you have any mistakes you can erase. My second attempt was better than my first, so I'm going to erase the line that I made the first time. Great, now you have the round face shape. Now we're going to make the tiger's nose. The nose of the tiger is a half circle that is going to be placed in the lower 2 sections of your paper. You're going to draw one straight line that goes halfway between both of the lower sections, and then you're going to connect them with a curved line. That will be your nose of your tiger. Now we're going to draw the neck, which is just 2 simple lines on either side of the circle or the face of your tiger. So draw 1 line and 2 line going to the edge of the paper. So now we're going to complete the nose of the tiger. A tiger has a long nose, so we're going to make 2 lines on either side at the top of the head, and we're going to match those up by making a line from the edge of the nose that you drew up to those 2 reference points. Using those same edge points of the nose, we're going to draw 2 lines going down now on either side of your nose, coming out the sides, sort of a curved line too. Now we're going to make the ears of our tiger on the first and second sections on the side of the head, and those are just like half circles that will go on either side, and they're symmetrical, so the same size. And then you can do the same by making a smaller semicircle inside the ear. Perfect! So now that the ears are done, we're going to do the eyes in the first and the second sections as well. We're going to have a sleeping tiger today, which is just a U shape on either section on either side of your nose. Perfect. All right, let's put a mouth on our sweet tiger. I'm going to put a little smiley face. Now let's talk about the stripes of a tiger, and they're basically going to be triangles, or we're really drawing V's because we're using the edge of the head as the part of the triangle, and you can make as many of these as you want. I suggest maybe 2 to 4, and I'm going to put 3 at the top and maybe 1 in my bottom section. So my tiger has a total of 8 stripes. Now I'm going to make some whiskers, which are just some lines coming off the side of the area where you drew the cheeks, and we're all done. So now I'm going to outline all of my tiger in black ink, and I'm going to color it accordingly. I'm using color crayons, and I'm simply using orange and black. So now I'm going to focus on the background. I did warm colors for the tiger, being orange, and now I'm going to use cool colors for the background, making a pattern of polka dots. I went back in with my Sharpie and outlined those circles and gave some more details. Ta-da! Now this tiger, I'm going to be using pencils and paint, but first I need to fold my paper in half, and I'm folding it horizontally, so I'll have 1 crease going down the center. I'll open it up, and this is how I'll start my drawing. Now for this tiger, I am only drawing on the right side of the paper because I'll show you later we're going to be painting only half of this paper, and we're going to be then folding it back over to make a print on the other side of the paper. So I'm simply following the directions I did with my first tiger by making a circle and an ear, and I'm making 1 eye, and making the eyeball, and then making half a nose with a kind of like a V shape upside down or a triangle. And then I'm making some stripes where I'll have my lines, and this is my reference for when I lay down my paint. So now that you drew your reference lines, you're going to get orange and black paint. And I'm using Tempera paint here. You can use acrylic paint if you want. I wouldn't use watercolor. It may or may not work, but you could try. But you're going to use a generous amount of paint, not too much, but enough that when you lay down the paint that you're going to be able to fold over the paper and it'll make a print on the left side. So here I'm using black and I'm adding the details, the stripes, outlining my eye and the eyeball, and now I'm making some stripes going down the side of the face, and I'm going to outline the ear in black, and I'm going to put down my paintbrush and I'm going to fold carefully over the paper to make a print on the left side. And you don't want to press too hard, you just want to rub gently, and you're going to open up the paper and see what happens. Ta-da! You have a symmetrical tiger face. Now let's do our orange color. We're going to fill in the orange only on the right side, same as you did with the black, because we're going to be doing the same thing by folding it over to get a print on the left side. So here I'm adding some more detail with orange. I'm adding some where the fur might come out near the cheek line, and I'm adding some orange down below. And remember, you can use a smaller paintbrush for this area because you're going to get into smaller areas. And now you're going to fold over the paper and see what happens. You're going to lightly press down, not too hard, but just kind of over the whole surface area. Open it back up and look what happens. You have a tiger looking back at you. Amazing. And here it is. Ta-da! So now we're going to do another cat called the Leopard. Same technique with the folding and the painting, but now we're going to be doing our paper going up and down. This is vertically, and you're going to do one crease down the center vertically, and matching up the corners you should have one crease, and a pencil. We're going to just lightly sketch our leopard, and I'm doing sort of a diamond shape for the face. And you make a line going over, then down, and then down again. And then we're going to make a little ear off to the corner, and it's sort of a triangle. And I'm just doing light lines here because, again, I am going to be doing paint over the top of these lines. Then you're going to make an oval shape and a round circle for the eye, and then let's make a nose, which is sort of an upside down half triangle, and making a line down and a mouth. And now let's start our painting. So here's what I drew in pencil. I outlined it in black so you could see. And notice it's only on the right side of the paper. So I am now doing that same technique where I paint only on the right side of my paper up to the crease line. And for my leopard, I am using Tempera yellow paint. You could use acrylic, watercolor could work, but I think it might be a little tough. So I'm putting a generous amount of yellow paint, and I'm going around the eye, and I'm painting it all in, working relatively quick because you don't want your paint to dry out. And you want to put enough of paint, but you don't want too much paint. If you put too much when you fold it over, it'll just make a mess. And if you use too little, the print won't take to the left side. So you want to put a nice amount on your paintbrush and painting right up to that edge and just making sure you have outlines properly and you're getting it all nice. And you're going to now fold it over to see your print. All right, so now we're going to fold over our paper to make our print. And remember, you want to press lightly, rubbing over all of the surface area. And we'll open it up. Ta-da! First color is yellow, and we made the print. So the next color that we're going to use is, I decided to do a little bit more of a creative feel with this, not making a realistic leopard, but making a stylized leopard by adding some blue. I thought that would be really pretty on this print, and I'm adding blue to the cheeks, and I'm going to fold over and see what happens. And I'm rubbing lightly down where I put the blue paint and opening it up. Wow, I love it. So now I'm thinking, what do I want to use next? So I decided I was going to do some black, and I'm doing the pupil of the eye, and I'm going to do all of the polka dots because I think leopards have polka dots. And I outlined all of the area too. So I'm going to do my ear, and I'm going to do the outside line of the leopard's face. Remember, we're only painting on the right side of the paper because we're going to fold over to get the print, the symmetrical print, meaning whatever you paint on the right side will transfer to the left side. All right, folding it over. I think I love it, but I think I want to add a little more blue. I love the way that accent color works with the yellow. So I'm adding it in the ear, and I'm going to add it in the eye, and I'm going to fold over the paper one more time to get a transfer print over to the left side, and I think I absolutely love it. And there you go. There is my leopard all completed. And today we learned how to make 3 different types of cats and using different mediums, crayons, and paint, and making symmetrical prints. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, if you can imagine it, you can make it, and you can change your world. Bye for now.